Hey guys, it's White Cross, and I'm just doing a really quick video in response to a question that fellow YouTuber Kansas Kid had about a bar he picked up recently, a 5 ounce bar from a company called The Associates. He didn't think that this was a bar that was made by Associates. It looks like it's some kind of an award bar, kind of a 10 years of service kind of thing. And I just happened to have picked up a corresponding round for that same company back about 4 years ago. But I had excluded that round from my stack. That's one of the reasons why you've never seen it in a video. And I'm going to show you exactly why, and maybe this will help them out a little bit. So the round in question is this one here. It's a Morgan Dollar look-alike, right? It's obviously not a real Morgan Dollar. It's got the date there. What's that say? 1989 on it. And it is an Associates round, an Associates silver round. And I'm going to compare it to a few other rounds that are maybe a little bit more well known. And we'll try to solve that mystery for him as he's trying to figure out exactly where this came from. You ready for the reveal? I hate those kinds of reveals on YouTube, right? But here we go. Ready? There's the Associates. But you see that it also says a Gulf Western Company down below. Now, anybody who's watched movies in the last 40 years has probably seen that as a Paramount subtitle. Well, when they're rolling credits at the beginning of a movie, it usually says a Paramount picture, a Gulf Western Company. And there's a reason for that. Gulf Western actually started out as an extraction company, a metals refining company. So they do have a long history with mining and those related fields. But it quickly became an enormous holding company. So Gulf Western became this enormous juggernaut of a company. Started in the 1930s, and by the 1970s, 1980s, literally had dozens, if not hundreds, of subsidiaries doing everything under the sun, not the least of which was making motion pictures. So it is an interesting company with a long history. And I believe that the Associates is a nickname for the Associated Investment Company. And I'll show exactly what I'm talking about here. They were a Gulf Western company for a period of time. And it's a logical thing for a company that deals in investments to have used silver bullion as kind of an award, as kind of a commemoration of years of service or excellence in service or achieving a specific financial goal for its employees. That was a commonly done thing in the 1970s, 1980s. This piece with the date like it has there, 1989, certainly fits into that whole Wall Street era, right? The whole, I've got mine, you get yours kind of greed is good type thing. The reason why you've never seen this before in one of my videos, because it is kind of an interesting round. It's in fantastic condition. It's, it's uncirculated. I would call this a proof like probably MS-65, is because I didn't like the way it read on my Sigma. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean here. Now, it did weigh okay, and I weighed it again recently just to make sure it is exactly 1 troy ounce, but something about it was really suspicious. So let me just go ahead and fire up the Sigma, get us to 99.9. I'm not going to push it to 4 nines, but we're going to at least go 999 on it. And hopefully you can see this perfectly fine at home. I'll try to scoot a little bit closer. So we're going to run calc. And then this is just one of those standard silver rounds that incidentally has got gorgeous tone. There's a big history behind this, and I'll tell you about it someday. But we're going to go ahead and test this. Okay, right smack dab in the middle of those brackets, that's where this little black box cursor needs to be on the Sigma in order to tell us that with a high degree of certainty, we set the machine for 99.9%. Sigma agrees, a high degree of certainty that this is in fact 99.9% or 99.9 silver. This is a Liberty round, right? This is that Baron von Nothaus round that were really popular about the same period of time. So this is really kind of a concurrent round, and it's also a proof-like finish. And I think that's a really important thing to note because the Associates round is also proof-like. It's a little bit off-center, but it's certainly still high degree of confidence that this is 99.9% pure silver. We've got some slightly older rounds. These date from the early 1970s, a Universaro. If you didn't see the video I just shot on those, I'll put a link down below. Right there, smack dab in the middle, right? This is another one that we featured in that recent video on the 50-year-old silver rounds. Let's take a look at this one. Well, we're a little bit off-center there, but I still have a pretty good degree of confidence that that is 1 troy ounce of 0.999 pure silver. But let's take a look now at the Associates round. Remember, this is what it says here. The Associates, a Gulf Western company, outstanding achievement. And it says down below, 1 troy ounce, 0.999 fine silver. All right, here we go. Off the scale, right off the charts. It is so far off to the right that it doesn't even register. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and punch this up to 99.9% pure, 4 nines pure, just to see maybe it's so pure that it couldn't even register in the 99.9. Right off the charts. So that's why you've never seen this video, this round in any of my videos. It's because it just doesn't meet my quality standards. Now, I do keep this, and I keep it just for this type of reference, but something about this round is really suspicious. I mean, it looks like a silver round. It says that it's a silver round. I bought it thinking that it was a silver round, but I've never seen a silver round behave this way on the Sigma. We'll go ahead and fire up the scale just so I can see where it is. And we're on ounces troy there, so, you know, that's within the margin of error that I would expect for a round from this period of time. It's greater than 1 troy ounce, but man, you never see the Sigma tell you something is that off unless something is really off. I'd love to get an XRF on this and figure out exactly what it is. But anyway, Kansas Kid, I hope that answers your question. It is almost certainly the Associates, almost certainly the Associated Investment Company or some kind of iteration of that name, probably from this exact same period of time. We're looking 1970s to mid-1980s. Wikipedia has a great article on Gulf Western where you can actually see this. I'll throw some pictures up here so you can see what I'm talking about. Go ahead and dig a little bit deeper into the Associates if that is the same company, and I believe that it is the Associated Investment Company or something very similar. And it's my understanding that they had some financial difficulties that ultimately resulted in them going out of business or changing their name or something along the lines. But maybe that answers the question for you. So at least you've got a little bit of information to go on, dig deeper, and hopefully you can find the answer to what you're looking for. If you have any questions about this piece, by all means, leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe, like the video also. And as always, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey as you go deeper into the world of coins and physical precious metals.